Are we in full camera view today?
Yeah, see?
Well, then I have to turn other things on too.
We're already streaming.
Whoops.
Figured I should let you know before you be mean to me and everybody knows. Bullshit.
Liar.
Bullshit.
I have to turn all the things on.
That's right, everybody. I'm bald under here. Very bald. Started losing my hair when I was 19.
Man.
What?
Now
What's not turning on?
I look very unprepared.
You're always unprepared.
I know. Was late for work.
Oh, God.
Late from
I
work.
have a headache, bro.
What?
You're like yelling into your microphone.
I'm not yelling.
I will cancel you.
Rude?
Just meant like your microphone. See? Now speak.
Hello. You're mean.
You're mean.
Uh-uh.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble.
I do have a headache today.
I had a headache yesterday. Part of getting old, I guess.
I think it's just because I picked the worst time to start my working out again.
Oh, you mean 90 something degrees in the garage?
Every day.
Could move the workout equipment down here.
Dude, it'd be such a chore.
We can do it.
I don't know. I don't know, because then we'd have to move that machine down here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to have to put that together again.
Okay.
It was hard enough the first time.
I know. That's a
And
lot.
it didn't we'd have to take it farther apart than they did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because
Yeah,
we'd have to take all the weights off it. We'd have to take the whole bench off of it. It's not as easy as it sounds.
okay. I'll take your word for it.
It's about time.
Huh.
So as you can see, our internet is back on. So we're back.
Yeah. And we're problemos.
What? No more problemos?
Mm-hmm.
You've never sounded whiter to me.
Oh, well.
But we're just gonna do what we normally do, and we're gonna sit and wait and see if anybody comes to watch. If not, that's fine. We're gonna be recording our episode this week.
That's right.
And in honor of me doing all my family history research, we're gonna do Scottish Castle.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
Apparently, like we could have a whole podcast just on Scotland.
Ooh. Really?
Yeah, there's a ton of haunted things over there.
Wow. Why did you air
Well,
quote that?
because everybody says stuff's haunted, and sometimes it's not. You don't know.
I know.
And even like we decide what we think at the end, like we'd never really know unless we went,
No, definitely not.
and we'd have to have something happen. So,
Yes, this is true.
I don't know.
This is true.
Come on, people, let's go. Where are you?
Hello?
Whatever.
It's all good.
We're about to jump into this one, I think. Get her done.
All right.
We are going to be looking into some new topics. So I wanted to start doing some different stuff. I want to start incorporating different things.
Yeah. I'll talk about whatever. I don't care. I just show up and talk.
Yeah, it's a podcast. That's what we do.
It is what we do.
We show up and we talk.
It is what we do.
That's how this works.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh. Okay. I think I've been doing it wrong.
you have. I just didn't have the heart to tell you.
That's not nice. Oh. I'm
beat.
just glad to be home and
I'm beat, man.
not at
Basketball
work.
for like 2 hours last night. I worked out for over an hour today in the heat. When you went to bed last night, I fell asleep for like 45 minutes.
I wish I did. I had such a hard time sleeping last
You should have
night.
played more basketball. because I was dog tired. I didn't even mean to fall asleep. I was actually trying to stay awake and I couldn't.
I hope I can stay awake tonight. I want to watch the movie with the
You're
kids.
not going to.
Maybe
You
after this, I could take a little nappy poo.
hop down. I'll take a little nap.
Yeah? Like actually go up to the bedroom and like take a
No,
nap.
we can't do that. It's the afternoon and we have
So
kids.
they'll be
And I'm
fine.
in the middle of washing up their bed stuff.
They'll be
I'd
fine.
crash out in the chair. We can turn the lights off and everything.
I'm so sleepy.
I know, but if we go up into the bedroom, mind your business, we'll end up oversleeping.
Nah, we can set an alarm.
No,
Mm,
no. We can crash. I'll crash out of my chair for like 45 minutes. It's fine.
I just need a little nap ski.
I want to watch the movie, but I also want to play my game.
I know.
I'm in the
I don't
middle.
have to go to bed early tonight
Yeah, but
or for like the next 5 days.
doesn't mean anything.
Shh.
You're terrible at staying awake.
I know.
You've become a morning person, and I've become a night owl.
I know. It's terrible.
We live on the opposite spectrum of time.
We do.
So imagine what that's like being married. We got to like meet in the middle.
Uh,
It's weird. All right, let's if anybody wants to join, they can join in the middle of it. But I say let's get this shindig started.
all right. Do you want to put a comment in the chitty chat?
Go for it. You got the computer right there.
I'm not on
Oh my
ours.
gosh. What shall I say? Hello, everyone. We are recording our episode. Nope, not episodes, just one. If you'd
Singular.
like to discuss it afterward, we will be on to do so for about 15 minutes because we have to record Patreon. We might do that tomorrow. I'm not sure yet.
Well, I don't have to go to work until like 3,
Yeah, exactly.
3:30.
Exactly. We might actually wait till tomorrow to Patreon. That way, um, we don't have to do it tonight. We can get our nap in. We can get the kids fed,
Yeah.
um, and watch a movie. So yeah, somebody joined. So if this is a Patreon member, you'll be getting Patreon tomorrow
Yeah.
because we want to do some.
We'll record that before I go to
I
work
want to
because there's
punch.
possibility that
I want to punch
I
the
could
microphone.
be at work till like 1 in the morning tomorrow.
Oh, is tomorrow that day?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, you'll be home really late.
Well, I hope it all goes smooth, but I've never done it by myself. So we'll
You'll be
see how
fine.
that goes.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
If not, who cares?
I do have somebody that I can call though who will be there doing it at their store also.
Amazing.
So
Big T, right?
no, she opens.
Oh. Okay, it doesn't matter. Nobody even knows where you work. Let's go ahead and get into this. So we will be 15 minutes after. We'll be on the chitty chat if you'd like to.
That's right.
Don't adjust your screens. I am bald. I've never been on here without my hat on.
I know.
But I just don't. I worked out my legs today, and I don't have it in me to walk back up the stairs for a
I
hat.
would have got it for you.
Oh, I'm good. All right, here we go. You can't. Dude, my shirt's on, bro. What are you doing? This isn't. We got to go to OnlyFans for that.
Hey, no.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to For the
For the
Booze.
booze.
That's right.
We're
It is
back.
us.
We're back. Currently on the tube of you recording this episode, and we are going to be leaving the U.S. this week for our episode.
To somewhere I have always wanted to visit.
Not more than me.
I know. I know.
Um, I've been doing a lot of family research as I do quite often. Don't ask why, it's just
But he
something.
doesn't do that for me.
No, you're French.
God,
You should
rude.
you should not want to know. Anyways, I do this a lot. It's become like a hobby of mine over the last like 10 years. But I was looking up stuff in and around kind of where my family comes from, and it is in Scotland, and it's a castle.
Mhm,
And I just thought it would be cool to do something. We mainly focus on the U.S. because that's where we live, but we got to do some stuff out of the country every now and then. We've done some Canada, we've done Ireland.
mhm.
I think we did.
England.
Did we do England?
Yeah.
What did we do in England?
The Rams Head Inn.
That's right, we did. Man, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
That was a couple of years ago.
I can't believe I just pulled that out of
I
my
know.
brain.
That
Wow.
was a couple of years because we did that right before we left Florida.
Yeah.
I feel like my mic stand is going down. Is it not?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's your mic
I
stand.
feel like I'm all super hunched over. So yeah, I'm gonna try to like integrate some more out of the country things. Sometimes information's harder to find because I remember a long time ago, I tried to do an episode about the orphanage where John Lennon grew up,
Mhm.
or I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
And because there's not so much like free. They they in England they keep their information more under wraps. Like here, you can just go look somebody up and find their whole record.
Yeah.
Over there, it's not like that. So it was much harder to find. But anything that I can find that we have enough information on, I'd like to do an episode. Oh, we also did the Hellfire Caves
That's right. Yep.
and the house. I can't remember the name of the house. That was I loved that episode.
Yeah.
That was one of my
Super
favorites.
good.
So we're going to be doing a place called Slane Castle, and if
Mhm.
I'm going 100%, I'm going to mispronounce some words in here because some of them are like they're Gaelic based words, and I don't speak Gaelic, so I'm definitely going to ruin some of this.
That would be cool though.
What?
Speak Gaelic.
I remember when I said I wanted to learn how to speak Gaelic, and you were like, "Why?"
Well, nobody speaks it, I feel like.
There's a whole nation of people that
I
speak it. What are you
understand that,
talking about?
but like it's not a common language in America, is what I'm
I
saying.
don't care about that. I just want to learn. I want to learn as much about my heritage as I can. And my family comes originally from Scotland, from Perth, Scotland. And then the later generations, like the other side. All right, so my great grandmother, my immigrated from Dublin to America.
Mhm.
Um, but it's the other side that comes from Scotland. So we're Scot Irish in my family, but whatever. Anyways, we're gonna do Slane Castle. There's a whole bunch of castles over there I'd like to do.
I just want to visit a castle
So do I.
so bad.
I saw one once in Bellevue, Florida. It was just a house. It looked like a castle.
I think you drove me by that
I
once.
did,
Yeah.
long time ago.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
It was really cool.
I saw a house. Uh,
Had like turrets and everything. It's
yeah,
crazy.
it has a drawbridge.
What?
Yeah, it has a drawbridge.
Stop it.
Some eccentric rich person who moved to BFE. But what do you say we get into this? I don't know how long of an episode this is going to turn out to be because again, you can only get popular information
Mhm.
basically. So we'll do our best. Cruden Bay, located near Slane Castle, is a picturesque village that continues to charm visitors with its serene environment and welcoming community. And today, the town thrives as a peaceful retreat for locals and tourists alike, offering breathtaking views of the North Sea, rolling dunes, and a sandy beach ideal for leisurely walks. Its small yet lively center boasts boutique shops, art galleries, and cafes, creating a blend of modern comforts within the historical setting. Now, I watch a lot of reels about Scotland, and this pretty much could summarize all of Scotland.
Yeah.
It is
Absolutely agree.
it is like you're walking around in the 1300s with modern stuff.
Mhm.
I love it.
It's beautiful.
I don't know how anybody could live over there and not like it. Like I don't understand their politics or maybe the cost of living. I don't understand all that because I don't live there. But I
Mhm.
know just visually, you could send me out to live in the middle of a field with a decent sized tent, and I'd be happy.
Yeah.
It's amazing. There's nothing there that I've seen that doesn't look incredible.
I know.
There's not a view to be had that sucks.
Agreed.
Just walking down the street,
I know.
even their little coastal
It's just
villages are
gorgeous.
amazing.
I
Like
know.
there's just
Oh my god.
nothing bad about it. I mean, maybe it's people. I don't know. I don't know, but I want to go. I want to live there one day. Now, the village is particularly famous for its celebrated golf course, ranked among Scotland's finest, which draws players from all over the world. Cruden Bay's harbor remains a focal point, harking back to its roots in fishing while now serving as a dock for recreational boating and maritime exploration. The modern day fusion of history, natural beauty, and local warmth makes Cruden Bay a perfect starting point for any journey to nearby Slane Castle. Now, just a stone's throw away from Slane's castle lies the idyllic village of Cruden Bay, a place steeped in its own fascinating history. The town's name is believed to derive from the Gaelic. I'm going to mess this up because I want to call it Crochdane.
Croach.
I I think it's Crochdane.
Okay.
I think. I've been trying to learn some Gaelic here and there. Translating to slaughter of Danes because the Vikings came
Mm-hmm.
here.
Oh, yeah.
A reference to the Battle of Cruden Bay that took place in the 11th century. Now, this bloody confrontation saw Scottish forces repelling Viking invaders, solidifying the region's role in defending the nation's sovereignty. In later centuries, Cruden Bay evolved into a thriving fishing village, with its proximity to the North Sea providing ample opportunities for trade and sustenance. The harbor became a hub for exploring or exporting goods like cured herring and shellfish, bolstering the local economy and fostering connections with other coastal communities. And we got to mention haggis. Would you try haggis?
What is haggis?
I wouldn't eat it.
What is it?
It's like I forget I know I only know a few things that are in it. I know it's like oatmeal, some other meats and stuff, and then it's like baked into the lining of a sheep's stomach.
Absolutely not.
It's disgusting.
Absolutely not.
And people say it's gross,
I bet.
but it's,
That sounds
it's
disgusting.
not a chance. Not a
Ugh.
chance that I would put that into my face.
Nope.
It looks awful.
No, thank you. Ugh.
Now, by the 19th century, Cruden Bay had established itself as a retreat for the wealthy, drawing visitors enchanted by its serene landscape and invigorating sea air. The construction of the railway in the late 1800s further boosted tourism, transforming the village into a fashionable destination. Hotels and guest houses sprang up to accommodate travelers, including Bram Stoker, who found inspiration in the area's haunting beauty.
Mm,
Do you know the name Bram
I
Stoker?
do.
Today, Cruden Bay's history is celebrated through local festivals and community events, ensuring that its legacy continues to thrive alongside the echoes of Slane Castle. I am going to say, I don't want to give too much away, but there is a connection to Bram Stoker in this,
Like
like
to the castle?
like Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
We'll get to it, but yes, there is a connection here.
Stop it.
It's cool. It's one of the reasons I wanted to do this.
Wow.
Cruden Bay's natural beauty is one of its biggest draws. The village is surrounded by rolling dunes and pristine beaches that stretch for miles, offering a tranquil setting for all visitors. Its scenic golf course, ranked among the best in Scotland, is another highlight, attracting players from around the world. To say that you have one of the best golf courses in Scotland is that's big. That's where golf was invented.
Yeah. Wow.
And like I can honestly say I've never heard of Cruden Bay's golf course. I've heard of Edinburgh's because that's where it started.
Mm-hmm.
But to be like, we have the best golf course in all of Scotland. Like, I don't even know how to like conceptualize this with something else. It's like I don't know. It's it's a big claim. It's a really big claim
Wow.
because it's the birthplace of this thing, and you have the best.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. Now, art galleries, boutique shops, and cozy cafes add to the town's charm, providing an inviting atmosphere for tourists exploring the region. And it's not uncommon for visitors to pair their trip to Slane Castle with a leisurely day in Cruden Bay, enjoying its blend of historical intrigue and contemporary pleasures.
Okay.
Pleasures. Now, nestled amidst the rugged northeastern coastline of Scotland, Slane Castle stands as an enduring monument to centuries of history. Its grand architecture, set against a backdrop of windswept cliffs and crashing waves, is imbued with a haunting beauty that has captured the imaginations for generations.
Mm.
This Scottish landmark is not merely a relic of the past, it is a living story, rich with tales of political intrigue, artistic inspiration, and ghostly apparitions.
Hey.
Now, Slane Castle's origins date back to the 16th century, so we're talking 1500s,
Hmm.
a time when Scotland was rife with territorial disputes and shifting allegiances. Now, the castle was built by the Earls of Errol, powerful members of the Hay family, who sought to establish their dominance along the northeast coast. I'm figuring this is the northeast coast. It has to be like a major trade route or something to that effect,
Hmm.
because it seems like an important area.
Okay.
Now, overlooking Cruden Bay, the original tower house was strategically designed to monitor maritime activities and defend against potential threats. One of the most remarkable figures associated with Slane Castle is George Hay, the seventh Earl of Errol, known for his loyalty to King James the that's six, right?
Yes.
I suck at this. Hay played a key role in securing the king's visit to Slane Castle in 1594, a moment that elevated the estate's importance in Scotland's political landscape. Hay was a staunch Catholic during a time of religious turbulence, and his ability to navigate these challenges solidified his legacy as a skilled diplomat.
Wow.
Not merely a military stronghold, the castle also served as a residence for the Hays. Local villagers often spoke of the castle as a beacon of both protection and authority, its towering presence inspiring equal parts admiration and awe. Look, this is this castle is super cool.
I bet. It's a freaking castle.
Yeah, but it it's just I don't know how to describe it. It's because of its connection to something else. It makes it look cooler to me.
Okay.
And like I just don't know how to put it into words because I don't want to be like it's this.
Well,
All right.
continue on.
As the centuries unfolded, Slane Castle became embroiled in the political geez, I'm tired. In the political machinations of Scotland's complex history. And during the late 16th century, its role in the Catholic resistance against Protestant rule placed its owner in a precarious position. Now, the Hays were staunch Catholics, and their allegiance to the monarchy often placed them at odds with other factions, which is pretty common for this time period.
Hmm.
Another notable figure is Charles Edward Stuart, famously known as Bonnie Prince Charlie. Though not directly associated with the castle, the Hayes' support for the Jacobite cause during his uprising in the 18th century links Slane's castle to one of Scotland's most romanticized historical narratives. The castle halls are said to have hosted secret gatherings of Jacobite supporters, their plans cloaked in mystery. Now, if the Jacobite army was were people who followed a certain king of the time and were trying to like fight to um I guess put them in power. I don't believe they ever succeeded. But I do believe like if you watch the movie Braveheart, that's what they're fighting.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay.
I think
Now,
they're fighting for it.
I'm not going to claim to know a lot about any of this because I don't, but I get where you're going with that because I've definitely seen the movie.
I love that movie.
I know it's such a good
It
movie.
is one of my favorite movies ever.
It's so good.
But yeah, so my family history has some Jacobites.
Jacobites. It's a good
Jacobites.
word. I like it.
It's like Cenobite, if anybody knows the reference.
Nope.
Beyond its political engagements, the castle also played a role in shaping local governance. The Earls of Errol were known to mediate disputes among neighboring clans, utilizing their influence to maintain peace in the area. Now, the legacy of leadership is still remembered in the folklore of Cruden Bay, where tales of the Hays diplomacy, I can't do this today, are recounted with reverence. So this is a very notable historic place, which is probably why it still stands today and it's still, like such a big landmark.
Yeah. Oh,
A lot of
absolutely.
stuff happened here. Then, the 19th century heralded a new chapter for Slane Castle as it underwent a dramatic transformation under the stewardship of architect John Smith. It's not the John Smith that we know from American history either.
Okay.
I don't think. Maybe it
Mm,
is. I don't know.
that'd be kind of
Because
crazy.
it would make sense for him to also be English. I
Yeah,
think he was English,
he
wasn't he?
was. Absolutely.
Known for his work on Balmoral Castle, Smith brought a Gothic revival sensibility to Slane, enhancing its grandeur with crenellated. I don't even know what that word. Crenellated.
Mm,
Come on, help me out here.
I have no
You
idea.
don't
Don't
know.
look at me.
Crenellated parapets, pointed arches, and imposing facades. I'm gonna have to figure out what that means. Crenellated. Let us know if you know what that means. Smith's redesign turned the castle into a stately residence that reflected the aesthetic ideals of the time. Now, the interiors were equally impressive, boasting ornate woodwork, sweeping staircases, and opulent furnishings. For a time, the castle thrived as a social and cultural hub, attracting visitors from across Scotland and beyond. Yet, the early 20th century saw the castle's decline. Financial difficulties forced the Hayes to sell the estate. I want to stop in the middle of the sentence to point this out.
Okay.
The Hayes are selling this in the 1920s, who have owned it since the
The
1500s.
1500s. Yeah,
Dude, you
that's
don't have
wild.
stuff like that in America.
No.
I mean, America's relatively hasn't even it won't be in America for quite a while when this castle is, owned by the Hayes. But
Hmm.
I that boggles the
That's
mind.
a light. That
That's
that
a light.
that's a
It's a light.
a long time. That's what I meant
It's
to say.
crazy, dude.
That's wild.
That's what, 15, 16. That's 400 years? That's insane. Slane Castle had been abandoned. Now, it was by the 1920s it had been abandoned. I couldn't remember if I stopped so suddenly because I was so amazed that they owned it for 400 years.
So long.
Its once grand halls fell into ruin and nature began to reclaim the structure. Today, the castle's weathered stones tell a story of both splendor and decay, inviting visitors to ponder the passage of time. Despite its ruinous state, Slane Castle's architectural significance remains a source of fascination. Local historians have meticulously documented its features, using archival drawings and photographs to preserve its legacy. Now, efforts to stabilize the ruins are ongoing, with conservationists advocating for the castle's importance as a cultural treasure. The the castle is looks probably like what you'd think. It looks like a castle ruin.
Like a castle.
But I don't want I mean, I'm not I don't live in Scotland. I would hope that they wouldn't try to renovate it. I think it looks cool
I don't
and it's
know.
natural in its decay from the what? How many what is that? 500 years.
So long. So long.
500 years. Like enjoy it while it stands on its own.
I don't know though, because I feel like something
You
with
can renovation and preservation are two different things.
okay,
You can
agreed.
preserve the spot without changing things. But to r- renovate to me feels wrong because to renovate, yeah, you're making it look like it did, but you're using modern things.
So it's not true
It's
to
not true.
history. Yeah, history and all the architecture of the time.
It would be like this. If you bought a Model T Ford
Mm.
and put a Nissan 350Z motor in it.
No, no.
But that's what I'm saying.
I get it. I
So I
get
mean
it.
technically the car is, it's restored and drivable, it's more modern, but
But
it's not the same.
yeah,
So I don't like it personally when and unless it's like an old like I don't know 19th century house and you can recreate the way things were made and tapestries and things like that, woodwork, but we're talking about a castle.
yeah.
This is different.
It's definitely different than the like historical houses and things like that. I love when people buy historical houses and just kind of redo them, but keep a lot of the charm from then.
And okay, another thing though is a historical house is going to be a lot different than
A castle.
a castle,
Yeah.
right? Because And not to mention, maybe not all of them, but this castle has historical significance
Mhm.
versus a lot of people will buy an old house solely based on the fact that it's an old house.
Right.
It probably doesn't really have any historical significance outside of the fact of like maybe a family owned it for 150 years or something to that effect.
I would love to do that.
I'd like to move to Scotland and buy a 300-year-old house.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
But do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the idea of like changing castles. To me, it just feels wrong. I think a castle should naturally decay because it's not made of wood. It's not just going to, biodegrade. It's made of stone.
Mhm.
It will stand the test of time. It will slowly break down, but it'll take thousands of years.
So long.
And I mean, this place
So
is
very
like
long.
a lot of Scottish castles. This place is still intact enough that you can go walk around and walk up staircases that people did 500 years ago.
Right. Wow.
I got to be
How
honest. I would,
amazing would that be?
I would 100% shed a tear if
Yeah,
I got to walk into a Scottish castle.
absolutely.
There's a specific region where castles are that I want to go to.
Me too. Let's go.
I want to move there, dude. So bad. Now, among the many tales that surround Slane Castle, none are as captivating as its ghost stories. The most well known of these is the legend of the White Lady, a spectral figure said to roam the castle's corridors. Descriptions of the apparition vary, but she is often depicted as a woman in flowing white garments, her presence accompanied by an inexplicable chill in the air.
Mm,
This is the most common European ghost story ever.
really?
White Lady, it's always a ghostly woman.
I don't know. Because I feel like, are we talking very specific, like
It's always
visual
it's
things?
always a white lady. It and I don't mean like a white lady. I mean like a white
A
lady
lady
ghost.
in white. Yeah.
It's always the same thing. I don't know if that's like akin to the fact that like that's how they dressed back then,
Maybe.
or I don't know where it comes from, but it seems like the white lady is in a billion different stories.
Oh, agreed.
It
Absolutely.
it's always the white lady.
Yeah.
And they always have the same name, the white lady.
Maybe it's just one ghost going to millions of
You're
places.
gonna die one day, and you will undoubtedly become the white lady.
I'm very white. Yes.
You you could be mistaken for the white lady now.
This is true.
Now, who was the White Lady? Now, some believe she was a noblewoman betrayed by her lover, her tragic end bringing her spirit to the castle. Others suggest she was a servant who met an untimely death, her restless soul unable to find peace. But whatever her origins, the White Lady has become an integral part of the castle's lore, and her story passed down through generations. And again, the reasoning is just like every other one.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who she is, and it's believed that she was some kind of like love story, or it's either love story or a servant girl.
Or someone who met an untimely end.
It's always the same.
I know.
It never ever changes.
It's crazy.
I'm not saying that it's not true. I'm just saying I've heard the story
1,000 times.
even as a little kid. Like I used to like go to the library, and I would check out ghost books.
Hmm.
I've always been into ghost stuff since I was a child. And in those books, there's usually at least 3 or 4 accounts of a white lady.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's the biggest thing that's seen, heard, it's everywhere.
It's always the same though. Like
I know.
somebody changed the damn story already. Give me
But if
something.
that's what's happening, that's what's happening.
Yeah, which is why I don't think every single one of them are telling the truth. The white lady has to come from somewhere. And I want to say like, well, I don't know if that's true. Cuz what was the brown lady of Raynham Hall?
The gray
The
lady.
gray lady, whatever, some colored lady of some sort, purple, pink, brown. I don't freaking remember. I wanted to say, like, she's just the first one I remember reading about.
Hmm.
I'm not going to say she was the first one. That's what I wanted to say. But she's the first one I remember reading about as a kid.
Okay.
I just wish somebody would make up a damn story or something. Now, over the years, numerous visitors have shared their encounters at Slane Castle, offering a glimpse into the otherworldly experiences that have defined its reputation. One local actually recalled feeling an uncanny chill while standing near the castle's entrance, only to hear faint whispers as they ventured deeper into the ruins. Another visitor described seeing shadowy figures darting between the crumbling walls at twilight, an experience that left them questioning all their senses.
Mm.
Now, tour guides have also reported unexplained phenomena during their tours. One guide recounted a moment when their flashlight flickered before inexplicably turning off, leaving the group in total darkness momentarily. And some visitors claim to have captured ghostly silhouettes in their photographs, while others insist they felt a strange sensation of being watched even when nobody was around.
Listen, the tour guides, I trust the tour guide story. Like they have to go here frequently. They know the place, they know the stories, the history. They speak about it on a daily when they
Yeah,
work.
but you know, like just to say you would trust the tour guides, they also want to bring in business because their business depends on it.
True. However, I feel like if it when it comes to like ghost encounters and it's people who are kind of freaked out
Mm.
and like kind of disturbed by it, I guess. Those are the people where I'm like, yeah, okay. Like they had something happen for sure.
I would tend to believe the visitors more, only for the fact that, like, I would agree with you to the extent of a tour guide would be the most likely person to have an experience because they're there
Hmm.
so often.
Yeah.
But it, but a visitor has nothing to gain from having an experience, where a tour guide does.
Okay.
So, I mean, if a tour guide did claim something and they had something to back that up with, I would be like, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you're there all the time.
Hmm.
You know, you would be the person I would expect to have an experience. But if you have nothing, I mean, you are one of the few people who, you do benefit from the tourism
Absolutely.
because it
Yeah.
is your job. The more tourists, the more, you know,
More revenue.
tours you
Yeah.
got to do. So it makes sense. That's why the paranormal thing is always so hard, is because there's always something there to discount it.
Hmm.
Like even if I tell you I've had experiences, but I mean I can't show you or tell you. So did I?
Absolutely.
And
No, I get it.
that's the crappy thing about paranormal.
Hmm.
Now, paranormal enthusiasts have conducted investigations at the castle using specialized equipment to record electromagnetic disturbances and inexplicable sounds. Their findings, though inconclusive, add to the allure of Slane Castle as a site teeming with spectral intrigue. So, I mean, there's even that, like, ghost hunters have been there, and
I like it.
they didn't find much.
I mean, still though, like it's being investigated. It's not one of those places that we've come across that's like they don't hold investigations. You know what I mean? Like, because we come across that quite often.
I don't think it works like that over there. I don't think it works in the way like you rent the place out like here. And I don't think they do ghost tours either. I think you just kind of show up with your stuff and do your thing.
You're like, I'm here.
Like I have a very good friend of mine lives in England. And he makes lots of trips to Scotland.
Hmm.
And from the looks of it, it's not really like you show up and you pay for a ticket at a booth. Like that's kind of what we're used to here in America.
Oh, absolutely.
I think you can go on a tour and they give you the information rundown, or you can just kind of go up in there and walk around,
So cool.
because they're not Americans. Because Americans destroy everything.
Yeah.
We suck at it. It's just, it's just a thing. The Slane Castle's haunting ambiance is believed to have actually inspired Bram Stoker as he wrote his seminal novel, Dracula. So when you think of the movie Dracula in the Castle,
Yeah.
this was the inspiration for that
Shut
movie.
up.
It's such a big movie.
Shut up.
And there's so many iterations of it. It's freaking crazy, man.
Wow. Okay.
So Slane Castle, it's Dracula's castle.
Dracula actually has a castle though.
He does, but no, he does and he doesn't. Dracula didn't exist. Dracula is based off of oh God, what's his name? Mm. I can't believe I don't remember this. I've learned so much about him too. But he was another guy who was known for like he was brutal, and
Hmm.
he would like stick his enemies' heads and bodies on pikes out in front of his castle.
So crazy.
And they referred to him as something that I believe translated to Dracula, but he wasn't necessarily the vampire Dracula.
Okay.
You know, oh my God, what is his name, dude? I know this.
I don't know.
Oh, this is gonna bother me. This is gonna really bother me. Now, Stoker visited Cruden Bay in the late 19th century, drawn to the area by its dramatic landscapes and rich history. Local legend has it that the castle's imposing silhouette and crumbling walls provided the blueprint for Count Dracula's eerie abode. So while I really wish I could remember his name, while the other guy was considered the Dracula, the castle for the story was inspired by this place.
Wow. I love it.
Because Dracula's castle, the actual one, it's more of like a giant mansion.
Agreed.
Vlad the Impaler. Thank you. Vlad the Impaler. I don't know why I couldn't pull that out. Vlad the Impaler is the guy that they refer to as like historical
Okay.
Dracula.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he was
Okay.
a ruthless man. Ruthless. I mean, when I said he put people up on pikes, it was like through Uranus
Oh.
while you were alive.
Oh my
And he
God.
would just let you sit there and die
Okay.
as a warning to other people, like, don't come here.
Wow.
Uh, don't go there.
I do not want to meet him.
No,
No.
no, does not sound like a fun weekend.
Crossing paths? No thanks.
No, I'm good. You don't cross his path. He'll cross your path with
Yeah.
something else. The literary scholars have noted parallels between the description in Dracula and the features of Slane Castle, from its cliffside location to its labyrinth-like corridors. I can't. How would labyrinthine? Yep. Whether or not the connection is definitive, it has cemented the castle's place in the annals of cultural history, linking it to one of the most enduring works of Gothic fiction.
Mm,
So you go walk around here and, you get to see what inspired Dracula's castle. I
amazing.
love that.
Oh my
I
goodness.
want to see it.
Yeah.
There's another castle that if I can find a haunting connection to it, will do. But if not, it's just a place I want to go. It's called Blackness Castle,
Ooh.
and it's sweet. It is sweet. There's actually castles over there that let you. They have like a dress up room, and like you can wear like a maiden's outfit from the time period, and I could
What?
put on like a suit of armor, and we can just pretend.
Shut up.
Dude, we're nerds. We'll do
I want to do that.
it.
Duh.
Today, Slane Castle continues to captivate the imagination of those who visit. Its ruins offer a blend of historical intrigue and supernatural allure, making it a must see destination for tourists. Guided tours delve into the castle's past, weaving together tales of political drama, architectural innovation, and ghostly encounters. The castle's location on Scotland's rugged coast adds to its appeal, offering breathtaking views of the North Sea. Photographers and artists are drawn to the site, eager to capture its atmospheric beauty. And for many, a visit to Slane's Castle is both a journey into history and an exploration into the unknown.
Into the unknown.
Oh my God. That's Disney. You better not sing Disney on here. Slane Castle's unique aesthetic has made it a popular choice for filmmakers and writers. Its ruins have served as the backdrop for documentaries, historical dramas, and fantasy films, their evocative presence enhancing the narratives they support. Writers continue to find inspiration in the castle's storied history, crafting works that explore themes of love, loss, and supernatural.
Mm.
Efforts to preserve Slane Castle are ongoing, which said I kind of on the fence about, with local organizations advocating for its maintenance and accessibility. These initiatives aim to protect the site from further deterioration while ensuring the future generations can experience its magic, which I get the reasoning. It's
Yeah.
fine, but just don't fix anything with modern stuff.
Agreed.
The castle stands as a testament to Scotland's rich heritage, a place where history and legend converge. The Slane Castle is more than a ruin. It is a story waiting to be told. Its walls echo with the voices of the past, from the laughter of noble gatherings to the whisper of its ghostly inhabitants. As a beacon of history and mystery, the castle invites us to explore its many facets, from its architectural grandeur to its spectral legends. Whether you are drawn by its historical significance, its haunting beauty, or its connection to the paranormal, Slane Castle offers an experience unlike any other. It's a place where the past lives on, a reminder of the enduring power of stories to inspire, captivate, and haunt our imaginations. Now, I'm
Oh,
going to say this. I found not one review
really?
mentioning paranormal activity.
Just what?
Not one,
Okay.
which I find
Hmm.
quite insane
That's crazy.
because I fully expected to find a plethora of stories
Right.
about this, and I could not. I could find lots of reviews that mention that they say it's haunted,
Hmm.
but
Like
no.
the lore and the legend of it being haunted kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, like,
Right.
like, oh, this place is amazing. Would recommend anybody come here. And we hear it's haunted. That's it.
Okay. Well, interesting.
It's very interesting because of
I
a lot of places that you would think of to be haunted. I mean, a 500-year-old castle.
definitely be on that list. Absolutely.
So, I mean, take it for what it is. That doesn't mean anything.
Hmm.
Like we say it like, like I don't know how to describe it because I just feel like it's a 500-year-old castle.
How could it not be?
People died here
Right.
for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Generations of families lived here.
Yeah.
500 years worth, as a matter, or 400 years worth. That's a long time.
So long.
That's going to be like 10 generations, 15 generations. That's a lot, man.
So many. And
Um,
they live there in times where, like doctors and medicine, like it just didn't exist.
I mean, it did exist. It just didn't exist in the way that we know it
But
today.
there wasn't ways like you catch a cold and you're gonna die, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
That's what I mean. Like
Oh, yeah.
it's like the simplest little cough and sneeze that
Well,
we get today.
I mean, there were plagues.
Like it's just
I don't know if the
wild
plague
to
ever
me.
went through Scotland. I would have to imagine it did because it went through England.
I don't know.
It's
It's
all part of the
crazy.
United Kingdom. So, but yeah, I was very shocked. I looked at quite a few different places. I mean, it's got a lot of reviews, a lot,
I bet.
like
I bet this place is absolutely fantastically amazing.
tens of thousands.
Wow.
But I had, they're actually not all good though. I think it's those people who like think they're going to go to a castle and it's going to look like something from a movie that's been dressed up and
Mm,
everything, and they
yeah.
go there and like, oh, it's ruins. Well, yeah,
Of
it's a
course.
500-year-old castle.
Of
So
course
I
it's
mean,
ruins.
that happens. But I do got to ask you a question.
Oh boy.
Is it real? Do you think that Slane Castle is haunted?
I don't know.
Well, you better figure it out.
I want to be like, yeah, absolutely. But there's nothing to say that it is like there's a legend and a lore kind of story, which great. I love that. I love those kinds of stories.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that we've come across a story that's basically all just legend and lore.
I know. I Ugh. I'm going to say no. However, I feel like there is absolutely a possibility that there's definitely some stuff going on here, but I just don't have enough to be like, yeah, absolutely. I think it's haunted.
Okay.
So, what about you?
I'm going to say yeah,
Okay.
because I do not believe for 1 minute that if we believe anything's haunted, that a 500-year-old castle wouldn't have something of 400 years of the same family. I just won't believe that if something is able to stick around, somebody didn't stick around. Not to mention, there's there's a million stories that we'll never know, that
Mm,
nobody will ever know, that took place inside those walls. And in a time of like nobles and kings and like political and religious turmoil, people were probably executed in there. Um, I j- I just yeah. I do think I'm not going to say I think the white lady is real because I've just heard it so many freaking times,
I know.
man. But I will would like to believe that yes, there is probably something that is going on there.
I agree. I'm, however, going off of fact and research. So,
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean, you
there's
argued
not
about
really
the
anything
tour
there.
the tour guide said it.
I mean, yeah, sure. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I would definitely love
E-
to think
either way,
that something is
either
here.
way, it seems like a place that I would like to go visit.
Absolutely 100%.
No matter what, it is on my bucket list of places to visit along with Blackness Castle.
Mm.
Honestly, most of my bucket list places I could do all in
A
two,
Scotland trip.
Scotland and Ireland, and I'm pretty good.
Yep.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
when I was younger, I definitely wanted to go to where's the place you can Amsterdam,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm older now, so
Yeah.
that ship kind of sailed. Not that I couldn't do it now. I just don't do that stuff anymore. But where can they find us?
Well, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
Facebook,
Facebook, that
YouTube.
too. Yep. Especially YouTube. Hi.
Yeah, we're
We're
here
on
right now.
YouTube right now.
Hey,
So,
shout out to Eric. Thanks for
for the
thanks
booze
for the heads up on
underscore
the
po-
name.
for the booze underscore podcast is our name. That's where you can find us on all the things.
Our name is For the Booze Podcast, but most social media we're For the Booze underscore podcast.
That's right. You know, if you'd like to listen podcast style, we are literally everywhere. Apple,
Yeah, just
Spotify, all the things.
anything.
Yeah.
Also, if you'd like to join the Patreon and get extra episodes where we do a little more laid back conversation of we read ghost stories from the internet, mostly Reddit, but we have searched outside of Reddit a few times.
We do mini
Uh,
episodes over there,
and
things that we can't find a lot of stuff on.
you
We go on and share with our little Patreon peoples.
you can find us over there at For the Booze underscore podcast, on Patreon,
Yeah.
and I think that's it. I honestly I don't really have anything else to add to this, except I just want to go there, and that's it. But go ahead and take us out of here.
Well, thank you, everybody, so much for listening, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
White lady. You're a white lady. Eric, I can't begin to thank you enough for that.
I know he was dying
Oh,
inside
I was getting
that
mad.
he couldn't think.
I was getting mad because,
I
like,
know.
I know all about Vlad the Impaler, and I just couldn't pull it out for some reason.
Thanks, buddy.
And I know, like, he has his own castle. Like, I get that. But while Vlad the Impaler has been referred to as Dracula, like, he was the inspiration for Dracula.
Yeah,
But that doesn't necessarily mean that when Bram Stoker wrote about vampire Dracula, he also was thinking about his house. He inspired the character, this castle inspired the castle.
so cool.
Which
That's
I gotta
so
say,
cool.
I was at the right age when Bram Stoker's Dracula came out, and those three vampire chicks in that movie really did it for me.
Of course they did.
They're still up here.
Of course they did. Yeah, super twisted dude, for
Yeah, oh
sure.
yeah, he was gross, man.
Like, whoa.
He did gnarly stuff.
Ugh.
Um,
Couldn't even imagine.
but I do want to like start looking a bit outside the US because I mean we're eventually gonna I mean we will eventually run out of stuff.
Yeah,
It'll take a
absolutely.
long time, but why pigeonhole just to the US? There's so much stuff around the world that's haunted.
Agreed.
Like there's a lot of stuff in like Japan. There's a lot of haunted places.
New trailer for the Frankenstein? New Frankenstein?
I
What?
have not.
Is it like, I feel like I might have seen something. Is it like new aged kind of Frankenstein
I
story?
haven't seen it.
I don't know. The old one's really good though.
The one with Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
That was Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Don't ask me questions. I don't know.
You just brought it up.
I know. It was a
So,
good movie. That's all I know.
Guillermo del Toro. So it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be weird.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Is it in English though? Because a lot of his movies are not in English.
Well, that's a great question.
Because what was a big one he did like years back where it was like a big movie, but it was all subtitles, so I never watched it because I hate to read while I'm trying to watch a movie.
I don't know. Now that I'm
It
getting
is.
older,
Oh,
it
okay.
helps.
I'll watch it if it's in English.
Should we throw it up and watch the trailer right now?
Um,
Can we do that?
Let me
We
see
can do
if I
that.
can make that happen.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it right now.
Yeah.
Don't exit. Don't exit.
I'm not exiting. Calm down, dude. I know what I'm doing here.
Make me nervous.
Uh, Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro.
Official trailer or teaser? Teaser.
I have to add it in here.
Do the thing. Do the thing and the thing.
'Cause-
Hold, please.
All
We're
right.
switching so we can watch.
Oh, I have to switch this real quick. There we go. You're not gonna be able to see us for a minute, but whatever. You see us all the time. All right, let's check this thing out.
I determined that the memory evils should die with me.
I have seen this.
Have you?
Yeah, I have.
I feel like I've seen like a tiny
No,
bit.
no, no. I have seen this.
Some of
I,
what
I
I
only
will
saw it
tell you
once, though.
is fact. Some is not. But it is all true.
Pan's Labyrinth. That's the other movie I was trying to think of.
What manner of creature is that? What manner of devil made him? I did. I had a vision. An idea took shape in my mind. Inevitable. Unavoidable. Until it became truth.
I'd watch this.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good.
Halloween time.
Ooh. Well, fall doesn't necessarily mean Halloween.
Shh. Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It's an entire season.
It's one day. Just spitting facts.
In seeking life,
It kind of looks like Bane from Batman.
I created death.
Oh, I wonder if this means we're gonna get a Del Toro version of Bride of Frankenstein.
Ooh.
Hell yeah! Oh yeah, that looks good.
That looks so good.
Is there more? November.
Oh,
Ah.
after Halloween. Oh,
Well, it's a
so bad.
whole season. What happened to that? It's a whole season.
It is a whole season, but they missed an opportunity.
I want to look up something else. Oh, what? Slane Castle, Red Hot Chili Peppers, huh?
Oh, okay.
Well, there's another place called Slane Castle in England. Or no, it's not in England. Let me see if this is the right place. I definitely don't want to watch a concert. Mm,
21 seconds.
yeah, but I want to make sure I have the right place because I know that there is uh another place with the same name. See, this is something different.
Hmm.
What if I just um, I want to like show everybody what this place looks like.
Wow.
Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, it's right there. Okay. So this is what this place looks like. It's super old and just wore out, and I like that about it.
Whoa. Wow.
I think this is what
It's like before and after.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
what it once looked like.
Wow.
Look at that, man.
Oh my goodness.
Sick. I love it.
Oh man.
I'm super into stuff like
That's
this.
amazing.
But I think we should. Yeah, yes, I read somewhere they do whiskey over there. I say probably got to go feed our kids.
Yeah. Think you
Oh,
want some din din?
I don't like bringing that up. So you guys can see four people. We're gonna head out, and like I said,
Yeah,
we'll
more
be.
like a manor house for
Oh,
sure.
you know what? How are we gonna work this out? I might be on here tomorrow by myself, guys.
Oh yeah.
Man.
And probably this like whole next week.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, we're probably not gonna be on for July 4th. I want to go do something with the kids.
Agree. I gotta work like
Man.
not mornings.
All right. So
Oh.
I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. But you will get a Patreon episode tomorrow, and it will be both of us because she'll record that
Yes.
before she goes to work.
Absolutely.
But anyways, everybody, thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed it in Slane Castle. And I also want
That
to
was
point
super
out
cool.
to I don't know if they're still here, but XNT, I'm pretty sure Puerto Rico is the Puerto Rico of America. I just want to throw that out there. I don't know what Scotland, the Puerto Rico of America means, but Puerto Rico is the Puerto Rico of America.
It is.
Yes, indeed. Anyways, catch you guys later. Stay real, love each other, and I have my own white lady here. Bye.